guys, it is wedding day for my November couple. This is my second to last wedding of the year. I'm just getting ready right now. My husband is making me some table number, like wooden table number stands right now. And I'll show you during setup. The couple did get some like gold table number holders, but they're really tall. And I'm just feeling like the table number is really gonna stick out a little bit too much. So I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna bring these wooden ones that he's making right now. And then I'm gonna bring some of my acrylic magnet ones. So we'll test them out on the table and just see what looks best. But I'm really excited for today. It's gonna be a venue that I haven't worked at, but that I've admired for a long time. It's like this cool greenhouse in Nashville, like on the outskirts of Nashville. This is an LGBTQ wedding. I am super proud to offer wedding planning services to the queer community, and I hope that they feel like it's a safe space for them. So I'm really excited to support them and their intimate group of family and friends. There's only about 80, I think our guest count's 81. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, so the ceremony's outside. It's gonna be a little maybe soggy, but not supposed to rain today. I'm excited to show you the color palette. I've got my favorite catering and bar team today. Like, I literally can't imagine anything going wrong. So fingers crossed, I'm gonna take you along, but first I'm gonna finish getting ready. And I forgot to mention, this wedding starts at 3 p.m. We're at 3 p.m. and ends at 8:30 p.m. I am indifferent in the sense that, like, if my clients go till 10, awesome. But this venue only has a 5-hour rental time, which is definitely a little odd to me. But I guess typically they would start the ceremony closer to 5 and go till 10. But because of daylight savings, the sun sets so early, or lack of daylight savings, whatever, you know what I mean. Now that it's fall, the sunset is so early that we had to do, if we're doing an outside ceremony, we have to do it early. So that means their end time is early. So I think they're all gonna just go to a bar after, and it makes it super chill. The whole evening is gonna be very laid back. I'm like not worried about it at all. They're very excited regardless. So I think makeup's pretty much done. Ooh, I wanted to spray a little bit of this, because I probably will get sweaty. It's definitely a little humid out because of the rain. I haven't decided what I want to do with my hair. I always end up putting it up, but I kind of want to do like a half up. TBD, we'll report back. Okay guys, I have to show you what my husband like whipped up in 10 minutes. He made me these little blocks. So this is the original holder, and you see cute, but like just so tall on a table. And so I'm thinking something like this will just be a little bit better. This should be in every wedding planner's emergency kit. Do you not think? Because I'm wondering if I have my husband make a bunch of them and have them listed on Etsy, and it can be sold to wedding planners in their kit. Like, not expensive, just, you know, a little bit plus shipping. I think we should all have at least 10, maybe more, even 20.
Okay, first stop is Publix grocery store to pick up the sheet cake, and we got a little top tier cutting cake. This is actually a really great place to get cakes. They're so good, by the way, and very inexpensive. So once I grab that, I head over to the wedding venue. I check my rental order, make sure I have all my linens, make sure I have my glassware, flatware. This was all delivered the day before, so if I'm missing something, I need to address it now. But luckily, I had everything, minus a couple linens that I'll show you in a minute.
Ceremony DJ linen. When they come set up for that, we will make sure they grab that down for the ceremony. Also, this is something that's been happening lately. Our rental companies have been saying that due to current steel shortage, they kindly request that you return your hangers. So that's really interesting. I'm all about recycling as much as possible, so we always send these back in the linen bags.
Next up, I want to connect with my catering team. This is my favorite team here in Nashville, and we're just going to talk about what the place settings are going to look like. We also discuss the napkin folds, and I don't always have a plan ahead of time. Sometimes I just want to see it in person and play with a couple ideas. Here, I pretty much knew what my overall obviously tablescape was going to look like because I did the design, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do a waterfall napkin fold or just a tri-fold. So I'm going to try out a couple different things, and we ended up with just the tri-fold because they have just some tinted name cards that we're going to put on top, and overall I just like the look of the tri-fold. Okay, so I have found out that these two linens were sent the wrong size. It says 120-inch round on the hanger, but they're actually 108s. So that means they're gonna be short all around. I'm gonna call the rental company, but in case they can't get here in time, we're gonna cheat it on this way, since this is the side that the guests will be coming in. And these are just the bathrooms over here. So I don't think it should be a huge deal, but frustrating. We will get a credit for that because, like, not great. Okay, here we go, dropping table numbers. We've got our map, we've got our name cards, we've got our table number cards, name cards, and our new stands. So this is our head table, which I guess just gets one in the middle. That should be sufficient. Is that right? Yeah, it's a front and back situation. So that's good. Then, looking at the diagram, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Hi! Love when our couples organize their name cards by packet. Thank you. This is table 1. This is 4. And this is 3. Go to the other side of the room. We've got 6, 5. And then what else do we have? 7 and 8. Boop, boop, boop. 8. Oh yeah, there's an extra bonus one, but there's no table 9, so voila. Little table number things my husband made this morning. I think they turned out really good. All right, cocktail is almost set. We are going to do a little beverage station over here. These will stay as is. We've got some candles. We added a couple linens here and like this gorgeous bar. I'm so excited for this. So they're going to have, it's full bar tonight. And we're just going to decorate with some beautiful flowers. I believe we're also repurposing some flowers from ceremony for this. All right, Michaela, to the ceremony. Ooh, our ceremony looks so beautiful. I love the pop of blue, which is really unique. We've got some like brightness in this beautiful kind of fall setting. So fun. Okay, I just checked in with one of the brides and the photographer. They're getting ready to do first look, so we are all on schedule with that, which is great. Ceremony is set up, welcome area is set up. They still need to set up the welcome beverage, but we have over an hour still before guest arrival, so I'm feeling great. I'm gonna check in on the reception, but cocktail hour is set. Like, this venue just is, everything's built in beautifully, and especially with all of the beautiful greenery, you don't need to add much else. All right, tables are coming together. We're still going to do some florals in the middle and straighten some things up. We're also going to put that amber water goblet. They're going to pre-fill that with water, so it's going to look really good. And the head table has a different setup. We have a garland with some pops of flowers in there, a little bit of moss, candles. So pretty. Going to deliver an apple cider to the brides just to see if they want a little something warm since they've been doing photos outside for a while. Okay, I'm going to get the wedding party, the family, and the couple. We are ready to line up
for the ceremony. This is always the part I'm the most nervous, but once it's done, I'm so excited.
Something I love that this couple did is they allowed their friends and families to take photos of them right before starting the ceremony, so that after that, everyone would be able to put their phones away and enjoy the actual ceremony without phones sticking out. And I think that worked really well. Back at the reception, I am lucky that I get to keep guests out of the reception area with these drapes that you see behind. They are permanent and you can just tie them and untie them. So what we did is we make sure to close those, and on the other side is cocktail hour, just so it would buy us a little time to get some detail photos, light the candles, have the flowers moved from ceremony to reception, and just be sure that we are ready to receive guests. Once we were ready, we put the seating chart out in the cocktail area, and then we just tied the drapes on each side and allowed guests to come in. While the guests were enjoying cocktail hour, I went and checked in on the brides during their portraits, and they were having so much fun. I actually stayed for a while and just recorded these hilarious clips of them having to jump over the photographer to get the shots. And then we captured just the tail end of the sunset. It was a dreary day, but it was actually so perfect for photos. So here's the final reception look. We've got our guests coming in. We did buffet style for the catering. It was a taco bar, which works really well if you have a lot of dietary restrictions, and we would just go through and dismiss guests, and the guests were just having a really great time.
At first I thought this looks like so I forgot about it. But
I love it. I love it. Best bartenders in Nashville. All right, dinner is served. Enjoy. This is from my favorite Mexican place, Pie Town Tacos.
After the first dance and the cake cutting, we got everybody on the dance floor, and this was our time to prepare for the grand exit. We had to set up the bubble baskets. We wanted to make sure we were cleaning up some of the little welcome guest book area, and we were replacing it with their favors, which were little seed packets. And here we had everyone ready to go, blowing bubbles, and the photographer at the end, and it was the perfect ending to a wonderful day.